I hope that next 100 years they're looking at this tape and saying, wow, them guys did the same things we're doing now.
What same issues we have today, it doesn't change a whole lot.
And then, of course, there's always water. And it's, Farm Bureau is always, fighting for water for farmers.
Oh gosh, I don't know, agriculture against the over-regulation of government, and seems like that's still a common thread.
Young farmers coming into this industry can't be the farmers that their fathers and grandfathers were.
From Farm Bureau's standpoint, I think we are having to address a lot more issues today than maybe we did when I first became a member over 30 years ago now.
When I first started, I wasn't an older member. I was a younger member. Now I'm an older member.
Farmers don't all live on their farms anymore. They weren't as isolated as they were 50 or 100 years ago. Today we live in town. We send our kids to city schools.
Well, it's like I say, nowadays they got them big tractors now. Everybody's got 300, 400 horsepower tractors.
And they used to go out and they used to physically work, and now so much of what we do is behind the wheel or behind a desk.
Mechanization released labor that could go to other crops and other enterprises.
One that impacts you the most right today is, let's say you're making hay. Today we used to have 2 horses and a 5-foot sickle to cut hay. I mean, it would take us almost all day to cut 5 acres of ground. And cut that, you can cut that in today in a matter of 10 minutes. I mean, up one swath and back and forth and you're done, you got it.
Our population has quadrupled since 1950. And we're feeding those people with the same amount of water that we had in 1950, probably even less. So I think that's just something that you can see, that there's obviously been a huge change in agriculture over those 70 years, 60, 70 years. And so we're doing much more with much less resources.
It's just the mandates in our office have increased over the years, where we have the same amount of staff we had back in 1930. And the workload we have, I guarantee, has tripled. So it's been a very challenging time.
Paperwork. A lot of paperwork. When I first started, there wasn't, you had paperwork, you always did, but not a lot. And then more and more regulations come down, pesticides and everything else, and everything the government wants to do, they want paperwork.
And it's not going to change. It's only going to get worse. Sorry.
Because most of the things that come down are not designed for something to make farming easier. They seem to be designed to make farming harder.
California is the most regulated entity in the world, and the only way we've been able to be competitive with our higher production costs is through production. We've been able to outproduce everybody through the research and the technology that we implement in California. We were able to outproduce the rest of the world and remain economically viable doing what we do.
Isn't necessarily bad. Change is a good thing. There are a lot of people who don't like to accept change, but it's inevitable. And so you either go along with it, or you better stop today.
First of all, you have to have the desire to do it. You have to have a little bit of smarts, and then you got to learn by experience.
You got to be part of the political and know, hey, these are the issues now. And a lot of the issues are issues that were from before now, and they're going to continue to be issues, and they're not going to go away.
So the issues haven't gone away. They've all come back. And, I think that there's probably going to be some new ones, but these old ones will probably still surface in the future because they're issues that affect us all the time.
It's the same but different. You're dealing with the same issues with water, air, labor, machinery, but it's a different time.
We actually corrected the problem in 1986, but within 10 years we let it get away from us again, and here we are today with the problems we've got today.
Everything has changed.
DDT, good spray. Oh, shit. It would last 30 days. Like nowadays, that stuff lasts for 1 week and it's gone. It dissipates too quick.
Don't know what a shock of hay is anymore. You ask a person, even the current farmer, how many shocks you could pitch in a day, and they look at you like, is there a storm coming?
We've always been ultra conservative. Even my accountant goes, you guys are still on a cash basis? And I says, yeah, if I don't have cash, I don't buy it. Simple as that.
Well, I'd like to be here for the 200th anniversary. That would be a really great thing.